toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Texas Tech Red Raiders, Jones AT&T Stadium in Lubbock, Texas. As we'll see, the winners of 4 straight, the SMU Mustangs, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Mustangs offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week, and watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick, the ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day, and I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the pass game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Guys, let's have a look at SMU. This is exactly how you want to start conference play. Early in the race for sure, but precisely the type of foundation you need to set.
And this is really the meat on the bone in the schedule, right? A lot of teams have out-of-conference games early in the season, but now is where it matters the most. You talk to any coach, they'll tell you, David, number 1 on the goal sheet is to win your conference.
And I think it's so hard because of the familiarity. You play these same teams every single year. You know them inside and out. They know your scheme, you know their scheme, and sometimes the momentum of the moment can be tough, so got to continue to play well within the conference.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Dropping back, it's Jennings. Gets it out quickly. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense. You're putting it on your offensive line on 3rd down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments.
Well, man, I mean, you don't get more wide open than that, right? Big fella running down the field, nobody near him. Quarterback puts it on him. Just got to make the catch.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Got him downfield. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. They'll try to get it in with the run. He made the first guy miss, but there were too many dudes coming to help, and they stopped him behind the line.
Well, he did everything he could to try to avoid all those defenders, but at the end, it's still a negative play. Tackle for loss.
One defender, then the next one. The blitzing guy got a shot at him. Everybody had a shot. It took a while to get him down.
Yeah, great effort by that defense, not quitting on the play.
Defense becomes even more heightened in this area of the field. You get the short yard situations, the goal-to-go situations. They got to be dialed in. That's 2 big stops in a row by this defense, forcing a 3rd and goal, putting some pressure now on this offense.
Fires into the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And on this opening drive, the D gave up some yards, but that's okay. They buckled down when they needed to. They forced the field goal, keeping the home crowd still engaged, still excited, and now they get the football.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. So Texas Tech's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. It's not often we focus on a matchup quite like this, but David, we have a couple of premier tight ends in this game.
And we've seen it recently, right? Ty Warren last year, Brock Bowers the year before. Like, you can build an offense around an elite tight end, and both of these schools do it. The speed, the playmaking ability, the versatility. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like this you could throw to.
You're right, David. I played with a lot of NFL guys at tight end, but none of them were as dynamic as these two right here. And you're going to see them get the ball in a variety of ways. We're seeing offense change in college football. And one of the biggest reasons is the versatility now at the tight end position. And these are two of the best in the entire country.
And a nice crisp run, great job. Maybe expecting pass, in 2nd down, but really good job running the football, committing to it, getting the 1st down.
Working that wide receiver screen. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Catch in the middle. It's Virgil. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1, was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow, he is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this 1st drive.
That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. They'll give it to him again. Across the 25, he's got room. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Well, right away after picking up a 1st down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on 1st down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. Bringing the heat. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
I love the defense's approach on this drive. They didn't panic. They gave up some yards, but what did they do? They forced a 3rd down, a predictable situation, played great discipline, broke on the football, and forced the big interception.
Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. They'll run it out of the shotgun. There he goes. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Rides the back and leaves it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Back to throw, it's Jennings. Fires to the tight end. Really nice job creating his own space, running with attitude. He's up to the 37-yard line.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable. Really putting this offense in a good position.
Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. That's caught. It's Ebby. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Mustangs are moving quickly down the field. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Harden. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Finding an escape route. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a...
On 2nd down defensively, I'm always like, hey, let's get to 3rd down. Really good job by the offense. It's like, nah, we're going to stick this run right down your throat, get the 1st down on 2nd down. We don't need 3rd downs.
Rides the back on the option, the give. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on 1st down you can get yards like that turning around and handing it off.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going through that play sheet and maybe find something a little bit different that can give this offense something to think about.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain. The Red Raider crowd rising to the occasion to help its defense on 3rd down. Looking downfield, it's Jennings. Moves away as he feels pressure. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Already proven reliable. Once he'll try a 2nd field goal, this one a 37-yarder. Nestled just inside that right upright. But now there's a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that's about. Might be the worst case scenario for this defense. Thought they'd held them to 3. Now the offense with a chance for more. Man, oh man, those types of penalties just drive defensive coordinators crazy. Was 4th down, now 1st down. The give. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. No good. It's still a 3-point game after the miss.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air, it's Morton. Pulls it in, it's Virgil. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
And a great play design here in this type of situation. Obviously trailing, you're trying to put something up on the scoreboard and just using the sideline, using the boundary, getting the ball out of bounds and stopping the clock.
And the Red Raiders can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Grabbed over the middle. It's Virgil. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock.
And that is exactly where the football was supposed to go. Offensive coordinators call drag routes, anticipating man coverage. Even though the ball is only traveling 2, 3, 4 yards down the field, if the receiver is able to get a rub and create some separation and the quarterback hits him in stride, that little completion, that can turn into a 20, 30-yard gain.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. To the air on 1st down. Finds the tight end. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Red Raiders with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Unloads to the wideout. He makes the catch. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've got a terrific atmosphere there today in Lubbock. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Jones AT&T Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Mustangs will kick it away to crank up the 2nd half. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Low-scoring 1st half, but now an opportunity to get things off on the right foot here in the 3rd quarter.
Well, and the good thing is you had time to go in the locker room. You had time to discuss what they're doing, what our plan of action is now moving forward, Palmer. They might have caught them off guard a little bit. They know they should have made some adjustments.
Yeah, you had a chance to regroup and go back and think about, okay, where do we think we have our best chance of success in this game? Which side of the offensive line can we run to? Which guy can we throw to hopefully now have a much better 2nd half?
Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
3rd down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Wide receiver comes in motion. Scanning the field, it's Morton. Catch in the middle, it's Virgil. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. Trying to keep this drive alive. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
Yeah, I like it. I like the confidence of the coaches. When you're an offensive coach, you got to be aggressive nowadays. And going for it in your own territory, it used to be, no, you can't do that. Now, everybody's like, you know what? Analytically, that makes sense.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. And the Red Raiders are moving quickly down the field. The give to the back. Oh, he's got some space. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
Nose is ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, that guy is so quick coming out of his stance. Did you see how fast he got to the ball carrier to get that tackle for loss? Wow.
It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Morton. Gets it out fast. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
Oh, and he missed it. No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink when you knock it off the crossbar. Those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed opportunity.
This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. The handoff to Johnson. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, giving 1. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll run play action. Grab behind the line. It's Ebby. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Jesse, that's like a throwback to yesteryear, tossing it to a pass-catching fullback.
Well, it's nice to know as a quarterback, when things aren't open downfield, you can find the big fella for a check down.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Mustangs line up to punt it away. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. Let's see what he can do with it. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Touchdown, Red Raider! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. Now that is a play that will get your sidelines into the game with that touchdown.
And you could see once he left everybody in the dust and he was going to the house, the sidelines going nuts. What a big-time play to take the lead. Defense did his job. Now special teams coming through in a big way.
And the extra point makes it 7-3. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Big one in the Big 12, and take a look at how things are playing out here. Oklahoma is lighting up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display. They're up by 29 over Nebraska. We'll keep you updated as this one goes forward, as this could shake up the Big 12 race significantly.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Got a man. It's heavy. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
Nice job by the fullback on that play. Was in pass protection first. He saw he could release out of the backfield, become a viable target for the quarterback, and gains a couple yards.
Looking to throw, it's Jennings. Quick strike complete. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. There's no need to panic or anything, but this would be a really opportune time to put something together and try to take control of this game.
And sometimes you just come out as the favorite, and you're a little bit flat, and you expect to win. And sometimes that leads to slow starts, but I think if they can get that passion, that adrenaline, and get a little fired up right here, I think they'll take care of business.
And they just got to make a play. They just got to get something positive to happen here, sort of wake them up, and then put another play back-to-back, and all of a sudden they get that momentum going. We know they've got the dudes. They've got the studs on both sides of the ball to win this football game. It just needs to start with one spark. I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. That's the end of the quarter, and Texas Tech is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. We open the final period with a third down play. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Caught over the middle. It's Renson. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. And the Mustangs are moving quickly down the field. They'll give it to Johnson. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The defense just can't seem to find a way to get off the field. That time, QB sneak for the first down. They need a turnover or something to try to generate some momentum.
The Mustangs pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll try the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
The #1 goal for this defense coming into this game was shut this running back down. And I got to be honest, there were a lot of people on the outside didn't think they could get it done, but they're proving everybody wrong. Tremendous effort. They're playing with a chip on their shoulder. This guy's one of the best in the nation. He's had 0 impact in this game.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule. It makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up, see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. Looking to throw, it's Morton. Snagged in the middle, it's Carter. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
They'll line up for a second down play. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game, running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Carter. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Single back formation, and they give it to him. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Red Raiders back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking for a gap. It's Joyner. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
And the Red Raiders come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on fourth down. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out.
How about that? You got the lead late in the game. Get some first downs, salt this clock away. This is the exact position you want your offense in.
Imposing their will, right, David? I mean, we know we're running it. You know we're going to run it. We're trying to ice this game. There's nothing you can do to stop us.
They'll move the tight end. They'll run it. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
And this situation here on second down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in a situation, it's interesting. Do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback not to make a mistake here late in the football game with the lead?
And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
And that's exactly what you would expect from this offense. Listen, when you're in that 1 to 2 minute range and you got the football and you got a lead, it's smash mouth, it's keep that clock running, it's ground game. So interesting now on this third down what they do next, but we got to keep that clock moving.
They've methodically worked it down the field. This the 11th play of the drive, but the defense can get off the field now. The give to the tailback. How about this confidence in the running game, and he picks up 9, just short of the marker. It'll be 4th and 1. They're in field goal range here on 4th down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. Trying to get it to the marker. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to do with the outcome today.
I agree. I'll tell you, regardless whether this team is ranked or unranked, when their home crowd is like they were today, they're tough to beat, period. And you know this crowd and these fans, they're going to be celebrating this win for days and days to come.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.